Parker, you threw 93 pitches a few days ago, came back and threw 90 today. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
My arm's a little bit tired, but it felt good before the game. So,
how comfortable are you as a starter? Because it just seems like you fit that role a lot better than you did coming out of the bullpen.
I mean, I feel the same coming out of the bullpen than I do starting. That's what I think a couple of times ago I was like, it usually takes me a batter or two to kind of settle in, and I always feel like I do better as it goes. But I don't know. I guess I'm comfortable doing it.
Lamona said he might have kind of misused you for a year and a half out of the bullpen more than starting. How good does it feel to be having these kind of outings as a starter?
It feels good. Like we talked about having adversity and stuff, just always showing up, putting in work, because eventually it's going to start to work.
Seemed like last year at times your breaking ball had great movement, but you couldn't always keep it in the zone. This year it seemed like you're throwing at a much higher rate, strike-wise, with the changeup and the breaking ball. What have you done maybe to kind of get a little better command?
I don't know. I guess it just kind of came with time.
What's Foxhall as far as your pitch mix, and what's he kind of emphasized for you? What does he feel like you do well?
Throwing a breaking ball for a strike, that's what we talked about all last year. Is usually when I would get hit or struggle, it was because I wasn't throwing a breaking ball for a strike, and they were just sitting on fastball and taking everything that was a breaking ball. So having another pitch that I was throwing in the zone, I think keeps the batters off balance a little bit.
Sounds like you'll be starting next weekend at Georgia. What's that going to be like starting in the SEC?
I've never done it before. I mean, I played in the SEC last year, and all those series are always fun, so I'm excited for it.
To face a lineup like Texas Tech earlier this week, what kind of confidence did that give you to get through that lineup pretty well?
I don't know. I just felt like I really wanted to go out there and compete. I didn't want to give them free bases. I knew that if you give a team like that free bases, they're going to punish you for it, and so tried to limit the free bases.
It seemed like you had a couple walks and you had a couple punch outs there, and after that it seemed like you never really let them breathe. That's kind of been the book on you. It's like you kind of get some self-inflicted stuff, but once you navigate through that, you seem to kind of cruise. How do you feel once you get through those moments without giving up a lot of runs?
It's definitely a confidence boosting thing, just because I know that if I can get outs with guys on base, that I can definitely get outs when guys aren't on base. But I think it's just a matter of me focusing early on.
Thanks, Parker.